on my lunch break. April 2024. Another cuento. You know, when I was a kid, I couldn't take horror movies. I couldn't watch it. I'd have really terrible nightmares. And also as a kid, kahit na without movies, I'd have really bad nightmares. Parang bangungot style. So anyway, I prayed very hard to God for protection, that I should never ever see, hear, feel, sense in any way any supernatural. I wanted to be completely, ignorance is bliss, diba? I wanted to be completely ignorant. And for many years, that has been the case, and I've been so thankful for it, even until now. But there was one incident that stood out from the rest, and this was when I was pregnant with JJ. So the year was 2001. We had just transferred to Marikina Heights, and I had heard people telling me, "Oh, you're gonna go to a new place. There are lots of trees there. You're pregnant." I was probably 7 or 8 months pregnant, and they said, "Be careful because the saying is, pregnant women are so fragrant to the powers that be, the things that would like to eat the baby, right?" So it just comes in one ear, goes out the other, fine. But when we were there at the house, Graceful Town Heights, right beside that, the row of apartments, townhouses where we were, was a big mansion house. And one day, when we had just moved in, the windows were open, there was no screen, the bed has just been set up, and I saw a large black dog at the very top of the roof. And I was thinking, how did that dog balance? And then I was thinking, galing, probably he was trained. Maybe his owner regularly goes up on the roof, sits there and whatever, and the dog had learned to come up to the roof. Then I was thinking, maybe it's not too steep. Maybe there was a walkway at the center, and maybe that's where the dog, the huge, big black dog, was probably standing. And the dog was looking at me, and I had no sensation of fear, worry, even disbelief. It was just simply an accepted thing for me. There's a big black dog on top of the roof. But that evening, when I was going to sleep, I had my back to the window, and you know that sense that there were eyes watching me. And the weird thing was, you could sense the distance. I knew it was outside, far from the window. I knew when it reached the window. I knew the moment it was inside the room. I sensed when it was at the edge of the bed. I knew when it was on the bed with me. And then when it was like this close to my back. And all throughout that time, I kept my hand over my belly button, because I remember the cuento is, the manananggals and whatever, their tongue becomes like a thread which can go through the belly button and it can sip out your baby or what. So I kept my hand over my belly button, and all I did was pray and pray and pray. And then I was telling the Lord, I know I asked never to sense, never to feel, see, hear, and suddenly I'm in this position. Of course, my heart was beating like crazy, diba? And I said, Lord, no matter how close it gets, it cannot touch me if you will not allow. Please protect me and my baby. And after a while, I just sensed it move away. I knew when it was at the edge, when it had gotten off the bed, when it had reached the window, when it got out of the window, and it was far from the house. And when I felt certain it was far enough, I immediately got out of bed, turned on all the lights, and of course closed all of the windows, diba? Then I checked on the kids because I was worried about them. This was Reg and Kat when they were what, age 10 and 8. And after that incident, never again, I had never again sensed something like that. So I was telling people, if you're not into, if you feel you won't be able to handle it, just pray. Just pray. Please, Lord. Keep my eyes closed, keep my ears closed. And which kind of reminds me of that movie Stardust, when Michelle Pfeiffer put a curse or a spell on this other witch, and she said, you will never ever sense the star. And so when, I forgot who the actress was, so when the star was there fighting with her, fighting for the guy, that witch nothing, no sound ever reached her, which in essence protected the star, because that witch would have wanted to eat the heart of that star. So in any case, have you had something weird happen to you? There are supernatural things that I believe beyond my comprehension. And just pray, and I hope you're all protected. And yeah, so that's the other kwento of my life, of the weird stuff. Enjoy your day. Bye.